Hello, everybody, and welcome to Banana Island Living Podcasts. My name is Sade, and I have the incredible pleasure of being with one person I've always looked up to. I didn't know her, but I've always admired her and always come this close. But today, gosh, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be speaking with Mama Nike, the one and only artist, Nike Davies-Okundaye. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't think I need to give you her backstory, but if you do want to hear just a tiny bit, because she's got so much. Oye Nike was born on the 23rd of May, 1951, in Ogidi, Ijumu. Ogidi,
Ijumu, Kogi State.
Dodomi.
Ijumu is the local government.
Okay, in Kogi
State.
Yeah. Now, she completed her primary school in 1965, and apparently she runs away to live within the artistic community of Osogbo. Mama, how did that come about?
Thank you. My mother's sister was married to a family in Osogbo, and I lost my mother when I was 6. I lost my grandmother when I was 7. My great-grandmother raised me until when I was 13.
Oh.
Then she moved to Jos. So she's a weaver, she's an Adire maker, and she also do tie and dye. So my family, I'm a 5th generation in my family. So when I finished my primary and I was working as a babysitter in Kaba to an Indian family.
Gosh.
Looking after their baby. I will be doing my embroidery during the day when the baby is sleeping. So one day my father just come and said he's taking me to marry to a man who has 4 wives.
How old were you then?
By then 13. So
Gosh.
I feel that this is not the next thing for me to do. And that is why I ran away to Osogbo.
Gosh. Did you know anybody in Osogbo when you went?
My mother's sister.
Okay.
My mother's sister lived in Osogbo.
And she welcomed you?
Yes. She welcomed me, and I told her I want to see Mama Susan. Because
you had heard of Susan Wenger then?
Yeah, we even come to Osogbo when I was doing the babysitter to an India.
With the family?
Yes. So they brought me to Osogbo. They are the one who took me to Osun Shrine, and we went to see Mama Susan. So then I said, when I was a babysitter, I was taken to this woman. Let me go and see the woman.
That's incredible, yeah.
That is how I...
See how God works, or how life works.
Yes. So that is how she took me to Mama. And Mama said, what do I do? I said, I finished primary 6, but this work I'm doing, I really want to go back to school. He now said, let me see. That is how she looked at my Adire. And he said, oh, this is a professional job.
Wow.
That she come to Nigeria to learn how to do Adire. And now you are already a professional. All what I want you to do is to master and have a focus and do it well. He said, that is a job. And I said, oh, really? So then my mother's sister said, yes, that is what I'm teaching people. In those days, your family has to be an Adire maker.
My grandmother was an Adire maker.
And it only goes inside the family.
Yes.
Because they always say the Ashiri and Adire came too. So the secret of Adire will never be leaked out.
So each family will have their own sort of pattern?
Yes. And then they have their symbol. Because Adire work is a teamwork.
Yes.
The people who do the
mainly
dyeing...
Women.
Yes, mainly women. The people who do the dyeing, they are not the one who do the painting. The people who do the stitching, they don't dye. So they will now take it to the dyer. But with your symbol, the dyer know whose own is that one. Some people will sign it like a board.
Yes.
Some people will just put Orimikpe. Some people just something symbol is what they put. So each person know their own.
So you had your own signature then too?
Yes.
And what is your signature?
My signature is like N like this.
Yeah.
Then I put 0 on top. So that is my signature. So my great-grandmother there is a way she signed her own too. Because, they don't go to school.
I know.
And me, I was even privileged to even finish this primary 6 because I have to suffer and carry water, carry well, carry concrete to be able to pay 15 shillings.
You had to pay to go to school?
Oh, yes, in Kogi. By then, there is no Kogi, it's all Northern.
Yes.
So we pay to go to school.
What happened to the free primary education of
it doesn't. That has to be in the Western region.
Yeah.
They put us under Northern region. So, and everybody there has to pay. And we pay school fees 4 times. So 15 shillings times 4.
Yeah.
That is £6. So, and my Oga that I'm working with is paying me £1 a month. So
where's the money going to come from?
The person I'm working for as a babysitter.
Okay.
That is why I have to go and do babysitter to see whether I can save some money. I have a brother also. He's 2 years when my mother died. So I have to pay for his own school fees to finish. So while I was doing this work, I was also paying for his own school fees before my father now said I have to come and marry.
And Susan Wenger,
Yes.
she was a real legend. Did you live with her?
I did not live with her, but I go to her every other day to help her to clean, to help her to, like if she needs some errand, and wash her clothes, because we use hand to wash her clothes. So when I told her I want to be like her, at the end of the day, it was getting similar like her. She said, okay, no problem. So she just said, be honest. Whatever you are doing, be honest, and don't join anybody to say we are a group of so. Face your own and make sure. Then she told me a lot of story of some of the people who will use somebody's name and spoil it. Yeah. Because of that, that is why.
So to keep your own identity.
Yes. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So how did you meet Twin 77?
Twin 77 is also our renowned artist. Very brilliant, very, very brilliant artist. He was born 7 set of twins, and out of 14 children, it remained he alone.
All the others died?
Yes. His mother have 14 children. From that 14, only him remained. And this one that remained is Taiwo, which is twins, Osheni, Olani 77. So the mother is from my village. We don't normally know each other when he was growing up. It's after I come to Osogbo and he was also living in Osogbo that we actually met.
Through Susan Wenger?
The second wife of Olibaya is called Georgina Baya.
Oh, okay.
She's the boss to twins and 7 other artists. The whole Osogbo artists, there are 8 of them or 7 of them.
Yeah.
So twins is one of them. And that is how we now become closer. And that is how he said, come and work in my studio. When he see the work I'm doing, then I become assistant in the studio.
So you trained under him?
Actually.
Or you had your own style?
I have my style. I was a Adire maker. But he liked what I'm doing, and he said I'll be doing costume for the band. He has a band.
Yes.
He is also an artist. So
was he with Okundaye and all those people?
No, he was with Durola Depo.
Oh, Durola Depo, yes.
And Durola Depo theater was formed by Olibaya.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Was that of the Mbari Mbayo?
Yes, the Mbari Mbayo. Yes, that is how Durola Depo started. I think they met him selling tickets according to Oli. Yeah. They met Durola Depo selling tickets at the Ajax Cinema. I don't know.
Ajax Cinema. Gosh.
And so they now say, oh, you look handsome and tall. What else do you do? Then he said he used to play talking drum in the church every Sunday. They now said they will come and see him there. So that is how they said they went there and watched him playing talking drum. They now told him, I'm a writer, like Oli is a writer. Yes. He said, I can write a story if you can act it. He now said, okay. Then he said he have the story of Shango. Okay. Yeah, that is how the Shango story started. Olibaya write the story, then Durola Depo acted. But they have to find people
to make the truth.
And that is how one day Twin said he heard that this Oyibo is at the Mbari Mbayo,
yes.
and he went there to dance. And they said, oh, this one will make a good one.
So he started as a dancer. They didn't know him as an artist?
No.
Gosh.
They don't know him as an artist. So then Mbari Mbayo is an electrician.
He was an electrician?
Electrician.
No.
Yes.
The famous Mbari Mbayo, the artist.
He was electrician before. So Moraina is their driver.
Moraina Yelami
is their driver. But this story, why Baba Uli said he want me to be telling people is because he want people to know that the teacher of Oshobo artist is not Ulio.
Oh.
That is Georgina, that the credit should be given to Georgina. But Mama Susan is the boss of the sacred...
Yes, the sacred grove.
Yes, artist.
So she was Uli's first wife?
Yes, she was. Okay, they come to Nigeria in 1950. They come with a boat and they landed. Yes, when they landed, so they now started working with University of Ibadan. Then Mama was now in Ede. They said they were staying at the catering guest house. So Mama was now learning Adire from a family in Ede. But they were living at the catering guest house in Ede. They lived in Ede for 4 years. That is where they make Mama Obatala priestess. I have the photo upstairs.
Please, I'll take a picture. Okay. And she married one of the priests?
She married to a drummer.
Drummer?
This is when when Georgina now come. Ulibaya now married to Georgina.
A second wife?
Then Susan now married to a drummer.
Incredible.
Yeah, because Mama want to stay in Nigeria. And Uli want to go back to UK.
So
but
Georgina came
from Germany.
I know. But Georgina came on her own.
No, Georgina was married to a professor at University of Zaria. And he said this professor is teaching art, but she wasn't really happy. She wanted to be teaching herself too.
Okay.
But she is the only husband. The husband is the one teaching.
Oh, who had a tenure?
Yes. So then they come to Lagos to see Lagos. And that is how they met Baba Uli. And say, oh, this man is Oyibo. Where can we get some African food? They said Baba Uli now tell them, oh, there is a good, delicious food somewhere. He mentioned the place for them. And that is how they now come there to eat. And he said, anyway, for your information, my wife is going to be having an exhibition tonight at the Italian embassy. I would love to invite you to come and see. And that is how they become closer.
And love. It's these stories you're telling me, there's a lot of like serendipity, that things that happen by chance.
Yes.
And somehow things came together.
Yes.
And we have this incredible legacy.
Yeah. So both of them, both Mama and Uli, they want to write a book, that the book is going to be their baby. Why Georgina want to have a baby. So before Mama comes, she has tied her womb.
Oh, right.
Because
she didn't want to have a baby.
No, Uli does not want a baby as a writer. So he said when he was young, the war, the Hitler War. The Hitler War really worries him because they have to move every minute from one place to another. So that
scarred him?
Yes. So that is why he said he doesn't want to.
But Georgina wanted a baby?
Yes. So when he now married to Georgina, they have to Kumba first. Then the second baby is called Tunji.
No. Yeah. Are they still alive?
Yeah, they are alive. But Georgina passed away recently. And only passed away about 5 years before Georgina.
And you kept in touch with them?
I used to, when I go to Germany, I stay with them. I wash their clothes. I cook for them. They don't have washing machine. They said they love the way Nigerians
wash their hair.
And all what she used is Adire. She said, I want to use Adire and die in Adire. Georgina never used any other cloth. She used Adire for trousers. She used Adire
even
for
in
top.
Germany?
Even in Germany, she wear jacket on top of it, but everything is Adire. Baba only wear kijipa.
Is it lie?
Yes, kijipa, and only when they are going out. And they never really have a car of their own. Gosh. They like to walk.
And the children, do they keep on this legacy?
Oh, yeah. I think Tunji is really into the drumming. They bring Tunji to Nigeria when he was 9 years old.
Gosh.
And give Tunji to Muraina to train.
No, in drumming?
Yes. And that is how...
At 9 years old?
Yes, that is how...
Does he speak Yoruba?
He speak Yoruba before, but now I think he lost his Yoruba. That is how Tunji became a drummer. Then after that, they sent him to India to learn the drumming with pot.
Yes. Mama, you have such a story to tell. We could be here all day.
Yeah.
Now, what inspires you?
Well, my parents, both of them, both my great-grandmother, as I told you, my father's father. My father is a musician. He's also a leather worker. Okay. He also worked what they call asin, the hat that they use bead.
Those the one for the kings and obas.
The king, the Igbo also wear the one with velvet.
Gosh.
That they will put leaf and stitch.
Yeah.
So then my father do embroidery on agbada, which we call jakon.
Yeah.
Yes. So my father work with embroidery, and my mother also do pillowcases and also adire and indigo. You know, in those days, whatever work you are doing, you pass the knowledge to your children.
Yes.
And that is how the first education is, that knowledge you pass to your children.
And you work with them?
Yes. You start at the age of 6.
Yeah.
So go and bring me water. Go and do this. They put my hand woven on a calabash at the age of 6.
Good Lord.
And that is how I was now weaving with just querique. So after that, they teach me how to remove seed from the cotton, then spindle it, put it on the loom. And you know who is buying those our kijipa by then? The people working in jail.
No. The warders used to wear kijipa?
No, they will come, they will buy the kijipa. It's 5 pieces. Yes. Every 5 days, my great-grandmother is the head of the weavers.
Okay.
Every weavers must weave 5. And then they are coming to buy because it's very thick. I will show you some samples.
Lasts long.
It lasts longer than it's short knicker. So 2 we make. They normally use 2 for short knicker, 3 for top.
So that's 5
1 in
pieces,
front, and then they put is short arm, and they call it peleke in our area.
Are they still making that?
They are not. They are making kijipa now, but
with imported.
we are still making the hand-spun one.
Are they?
In my village, we have 40 women on loom to continue to do the hand-spun one. But our cotton now, they are now importing cotton. But we are still growing few cotton.
Wow!
And that we give at least these 40 people a job.
Mama, do you know what really, really inspires me about you? And it reminds me a little bit about my mother and my grandmother. The tradition of Yoruba women, they have such a work ethic.
Yeah.
They work so hard, and they're always entrepreneurial. Yeah. Wherever they are, they see an opportunity, not necessarily for them. They will have apprentices. Yeah. They will teach younger women. Yeah. Yeah. And I was reading about the work you're doing, helping women. Yeah. What is it about the plight of women, or why does that drive you so much? Okay. When I married twins, he married 14 other wives after me. Whoa. So we are 15 wives. And I was privileged in 1974 to be taken to America among the 9 men. So he took you? No. They find my work at the Museum of Natural History. Gosh. I have a friend, she's still alive, Victoria Scott. Okay. So she has a friend who come to Nigeria. So Fiki is an artist. Yeah. He followed his professor to Nigeria and married this professor who is older than his father. Just because he want to come to Nigeria. To see you? No. Or to see the work? To see, because of African mask. Oh, gosh, yes. So they now landed and they were now the husband is teaching at University of Lagos. So we have one exhibition at the USIS in 1970. In 1970. So she come there. They come there to look at the work, and he see me. Oh, I never see a female artist. I would love to make friends with a female artist. Oh. And that is how we become friends. I now told her my problem, that when we make this work in Osogbo, we have to be praying, God, bring a white person to come and buy. We now say, okay, when some of my friends come, I will help you to take some to the museum shop. You know the shop sell third world country in overseas. So one of her friends is called Inet Show Crowd. She's still alive.
So she worked at the Museum of Natural History. She now gave some of my work to her. I work on handwoven. I will put up my own Adire on handwoven that I weave. So I can weave, I can put Adire on handwoven. My own Adire is different to the other people.
I can tell. As soon as I see your own work. The only person that's similar to you, I think, is a bit like Tola Wewe.
Yes.
But not I can tell your own straight away.
Yeah. So that is how she took some of my work. So 1972, they were looking for artists to recruit, to go to US to teach the African America their own direct craft. And they picked 10 men from Africa. They now said, the women are complaining that, is there no female in Africa? They said, all the female are doing craft. They said they don't care. They just want one. Then they said, Ladi Kwali did not go to school. The other one did not. They said they don't care. They just want one female. And that is how they don't want to recommend us. So they now start going to that Mr. Mased, he said his name. So the principal of that Haystack Mountain Craft School, he now started going to different museum shop to see the third world country. Yeah. And that is how they find my work in 1972.
And they asked for you to come.
They were even doing exhibition at the Travel Gallery in New York with some of my wall hanging. So they now say, this one look like two ways. She can weave, she can also do Adire. We already have somebody for Adire, so we will take her for weaving. That is how they took me. Then 74, they now make the trip work. So then Twin said, I'm not going to let my wife go unless you put me. They now put him to teach etching.
Okay.
So we are now, from Oshogbo alone, we have 3. Jimo Brimo, myself, and 277. So 3 from Nigeria, we have 5. The other Africa country have 5.
Okay, Nigeria alone had 5.
Yes. So you know 1/4 of the people that live in
Africa,
live in Nigeria. So they took people from Tanzania, people from other country too, but we have 5 from Nigeria. We have the potter, Ahuan. We have the Adire maker, then Jimo Brimo, myself, and Tony. So we went there to teach the African America. The first time they will see the craft from their own direction. So they now
have been emotional.
They are working day and night. They said they never see this. And the state of Maine. The smallest state.
Sort of Midwest.
Very cold in the summer.
Yeah, cold and freezing. So I didn't even know there were many African Americans in Maine.
No, they recruit them from different 50 states to come to that, because it's called craft school.
Okay.
That is how we started teaching. And then many of the people in my class, they are men. Then I say, this is a woman's work. In Nigeria, it's a taboo for a man to do women's loom. They say, this is America. I say, this is one lesson for me. Yeah. So that is how I was now teaching. I said, if a man can weave woman, when I get home, because men's loom is faster than women.
The payback period is quicker.
Immediately I come back, I went to learn the men's loom. And I started training my daughters, so I said, I'm going to be training the other wife. If this work can carry me,
yes,
we have 15 wives. I said, if this work can carry me to America, let me also.
But that was very generous of you.
Oh yes, because we are fighting because of 3 pence, 2 pence. When the husband gives you 1 kobo for your child, and the child of the other person is sick, and he didn't put money down, so we will be crying. So with that, we are self-independent. We come back with almost $50,000. Myself and twins.
But what I find fascinating is the power dynamic in that relationship will change.
Yes.
Won't it?
Yes.
You are now independent.
Yes.
You are now teaching the other wife to be independent.
So
how did that affect?
It affected him because he wasn't happy.
Of course not.
So he said, if we now become independent, we are going to leave him. I said,
well,
never.
You did.
I said, never. So after 1981, I come back from US. I said, I'm sorry, I have to go. I was even pregnant for my 3rd child when I went to the state of Maine. Yeah. And the people said, stay here, deliver a baby, we stay in America. I said, no. But I said, how come all of you, each person have a husband to themselves?
No, You
this is
didn't even think it
America.
was possible.
No, I wasn't thinking because my father's brother is a polygamous.
Yeah.
It's because my father have no money.
Yes.
After my mother's death, he cannot marry another wife.
He would have married more.
He could have married more. So, and I live with them. I see how this one we cook for 5 days, another one we cook for 5 days. All the children eat together in one bowl. In those days, there is love in polygamy. But now the hatred is too much.
I think the world is full of hatred, generally.
Wow.
Even if it's not just polygamy.
Yes.
But ma'am, I just love your company, the conversations, what I'm learning. Now I want to hear some really different things about you.
Okay.
Now, Mama.
Yes.
You've done so much, you've seen so much, and you have the gift of friendship. That is what I've noticed. Your relationships seem to last forever and ever and ever. Why do you think that is? Is it growing up in a loving polygamous home, or what is it?
What I think is when we suffer, somebody like me, I suffer, I don't even know where my suffering started.
Oh.
So then I said, if God gave me the opportunity and lift me up, let me lift other people. Let me be my brother's keeper or my sister's keeper. And since I trained the other wife and they are self-independent, I went to the garage. I took people who are selling cola nut, bitter nut, pepper, matches. If you are selling matches, you will tie your child own 1 penny. Yes. Your mama is selling box. So you will now go and be hawking in the garage. Wow. Because in those days, they don't train women because they will say they will get belly.
And they will go and all that training will be wasted.
It's wasted. So immediately you finish primary 6, they will say go and marry or go and be trading.
So your intervention made such a difference. So Mama, what remains for you that you want to do in this world? Is there one thing you would like to do? I would love to write a book on Adire symbol. Oh, wow. Adire symbol is a symbol that they use to communicate. It's like a language. Yes, it's like a language. When you are happy, you talk with your Adire, your Tomilawa. Sunbebe, Kiyiyọ ló ń yọ, orí mi pé, Ọlọ́ba, Ìbàdàn dùn, Olúòkun. So all this pattern come in Adire. So Olókòtó, Otakoto, Ọmọ Fìdíjọ rẹ̀. So this Olókòtó is a child is born, a child grow, a child become an adult. This same child that you look after is the one coming back to look after you. When you grow old, you become a baby again. So what goes right? Yes, cycle of life. So all this pattern means a lot to them. And at the Accra in Ghana, they have written a book on their symbols. But Nigeria, they haven't. Mr. Brian, folks, he tried to help me to do a book on Adire, but we haven't do the symbol. Then my daughter tried to do a little storytelling through Adire. Because there is a story that is called roundabout. And they said the secret of that one, we call it unspoken word. This roundabout is a woman private part. So this one will come, put his own there. This one will come. So they are saying it's only the mother who knows the father of the baby. True. Without that, some of the father will just be saying, it's my baby, it's my baby. So they said unspoken word. Yes. So they don't want people. So my daughter put it in the book. I said, you have big Ashiri Aladire. So I was telling her that they don't want people to know this one, that many women keep sorrow to themselves because their husband may not be able to, maybe their sperm is loose and they will manage to get a baby from this somewhere. And then now that they know this, they will be saying, let's go do a DNA now. Don't do DNA. Don't do DNA. You don't need DNA. The man is happy, I'm happy. Why do you need DNA? What of the people who adopt child? I hope you get that done. And I hope somebody takes this and runs with it and collaborates with you to do the symbols. Thank you. I would love for a woman to be the author. Yes, let a woman do this. The book, the symbols. Yes. Okay, let us speak it into existence. Let us manifest it. All right. From your mouth to the ears. Okay, I would love
any one of you who is a writer, anyone they can put together to write
the symbols of
a symbol of our Adire. This is our great country, Nigeria.
Yes.
Our beloved country, Nigeria. To have the memory and the knowledge to pass on to our young generation, because the youth, the generation of Nigeria is the youth. So we have to let them know these symbols. It's very, very important.
It will be done.
Yeah.
And Sunday morning, what do you like to do?
Sunday morning, I pray from 12 to 3 every day.
Gosh. So are you a Christian or a Muslim?
I'm a Christian, but I go to Oshun.
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm a Catholic. My Baptist name is Monica.
Okay, because Baptists were quite good they were quite big in Adire and Oshun.
Yes, Baptist is big, but my father is a Catholic. Yeah. And he used the Catholic school to train me. And that is why I have to be a Catholic. So one time I go back again to CAC. Yes. Then he said, I will not be happy with you if you now go back to Catholic. I said, okay, before you go, I will make sure I follow your...
But the gods must be appeased as well.
Yeah, the God is happy. Yes. And the new generation with the Pope John Paul. Yes. So I'm in that film. Okay. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Fantastic. I'll be watching that. So who do you admire most?
There is one king that is very, very close to me. His name is Adire. So my father's brother was living in their house during the Hitler War.
Wow.
And this man,
1939 to 1945.
Yes. My father's brother was a cook.
Yes.
And he's living in Idoshu. And the Hitler War, they have a plane that land. They have aerodrome in Idoshu.
Oh, wow.
And then he told me that this family will become a king one day. So I used to tell Remy, he was in New York making good money. He had 5 offices at the Nigerian embassy. Wow. He rented. Give me my students some job when they go. They cannot sell. Yeah. So before they come back, we give them job to do. So I told him that he's going to be a king. He said, are you dreaming?
Why would I? Come back to Nigeria.
I'm not coming back to Nigeria. This is where I belong. I said, yes. They told me you are going to be a king. He come. I will say, you can stay in my guest house. So one day the family just said, they are making you a king. He doesn't know where to run to. Oh. Then I said, the time has come. That is why you are coming home soon. This is the dream come true. Because my father's brother said that boy in the family did not have many boys. Yes. That is going to be the next king in their family. And it's almost 5 families that become king.
Yes. So it was his turn?
Yes.
So Oba of where is that?
Ido-Osun.
Ido-Osun.
Yeah. Adire. He's an architect. He's also the secretary to all the king.
Wow.
Almost 4 or 5.
And you admire him so much?
So much. Anywhere they invite me and I cannot go. He just went to represent me in U.S. now.
Wow.
In Chicago. He went there to
Fantastic. Okay. If you can't live in Nigeria, God forbid, I know this is where your heart is, where would you like to live?
New York.
New York? Why? Why New York?
New York. A city you have to call 2 times. Yes. New York City, New York State. New York, you can go as a handicap. You go inside the train. Wow. There is a walkway. Everything, the best food, the best everything. It's crazy.
Yes.
It's just like
Lagos. I was waiting for you to say that.
I used to have a gallery there.
Oh, wow.
On apartment 3D, 200 East End.
Gosh.
Then I don't know whether it's Katrina or Shandy. The hurricane.
Okay, yes, Katrina. Who knows which one it was?
It's what made me close the gallery.
Okay.
New York is everything. I love New York.
You love New York.
Anywhere I'm going to in U.S., I've been to 50 states in U.S.
It's still New York for you, yes.
So if I have to pick another place, it will be Santa Fe.
Okay.
The houses is like Kano.
Wow.
And whenever
the architecture.
Whenever I remember Kano with the indigo kids, I want to be in Santa Fe.
I must go and look.
And the last one is Los Angeles.
You were really an American babe.
San Francisco, the Bay.
Yes, yes. It's got an energy.
Yes.
And the people are alternative.
A lot of Oriental there.
Yes. Very Asian.
This university, all the people at the university, they are all Oriental.
Fantastic.
Chinese food.
Whoa, okay. You've given me some places to go and check out. So if you could change one thing, looking back over your life, even the present, what would you change? One thing is, I will change for people who have the right husband to take care of that husband, because they said if a woman does not try 2 husbands, they will not know the best. Which is the better
but
one?
When you have the right one,
you won't know.
You will not know.
Until you see a worse one.
So that is one thing I would like to change.
People should try harder.
Yes. Manage it.
Okay.
There is no
perfect one.
No perfect marriage. So manage it and live your life and be peaceful.
Yes, that's very wise.
When you move, the way you move, then everything scatter again. You move again, everything scatter.
So just manage it,
Manage it. Everything in life you have to manage.
Yeah.
And when your time comes, time is everything.
Yeah.
So the person who is bad today will be good tomorrow. So time is everything.
But young people don't want to hear that, so they just move.
They don't want
no patience.
No.
They don't work at marriage.
This woman, she didn't have a baby in time. Do we come, if the person who have no baby, they are not going to bury, they will not leave the body.
Yes.
They will still bury the person. So they shouldn't, because of that, leave their wife and say, I want to go jump to another marriage. They should stay with her because she stay with them.
Yes.
Also.
So what is your favorite song?
My favorite song is that one on the book. When I was going to school, I told I started school at the age of 6, and that is the year my mother died. So I always tell my mother, I'm going to work hard to make sure I read my book, so you can buy me that shoe. You know, when I wear my first shoe, in 1965.
No.
It's flip-flop.
Slippers.
When I get to Kaba and I was doing the babysitting. So then the woman said, you walk with your barefoot, your foot is full of, go and wash it. So then he said, I'm going to give you little money, you go buy that, I will take it from your salary. Now buy me flip-flop.
She didn't even give you free?
No.
You have to pay for it.
I was so happy that I was wearing. Joe Obama wear your
Oh, wow. What is your Oriki? Do you know it?
Yes, my Oriki is, because we are from Ijumo area.
Yes.
They will say, Amo Agbe, Mekun, Amo Dudu, Boju Kerekere Nefe. Ẹni tínú bá ń bí kó ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀. Ọmọ owó, ọmọ ọlà, owó kàmú sàpò, àpòpò ìjókòó nílé wa. Like we use money to sit down. My mother's father is a king.
Oh, wow.
They will say, ọmọ yìí wá láti ilé owó kàmú sàpòpò ìjókòó nílé wa. Like we are using the like this seat, you put coins.
And that's what you sit on.
And that is what you sit on.
Oh, fantastic.
So, but you work hard before you get that.
Yes.
So you get to that seat.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
I'm a housewife.
Yes.
You're
a homemaker.
I'm a housewife. I'm also an artist. And I divide the other one, go to my gallery and my center.
So you're a homemaker.
Yes.
You're an artist.
Yes. And my center is number 3.
And you're a people developer.
Yes. I love to give advice to the youth. And I always like to make sure they manage their money well.
You're a giver.
Yes.
You're a giver of yourself, of wisdom, of empowerment.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is amazing. Now you have to tell me the last thing. Tell me a funny joke or a funny story. Yes.
My daughter, when he want to get married, he get married last year.
Okay.
And I have 4 girls and 2 boys. So I understand that the yam actually give people twins.
Oh.
So
okay.
I now said, I don't let her know. I said, I'm going to be feeding her with this. So she can have twins. So she, every morning, I will send her yam and egg. Asharo, I will send her yam. So she's eating it. So immediately she gets married. They tell the husband, I'm not going to allow you to do it more than one time. That is our first night. And she took him. So the next thing, in another 1 month, 2 months, they went to check. She said she's having twins. She said she burst into tears. My mother no, and she was giving me yam. So she wanted me to have twins. Then she was crying. But her cry became joy.
So she had twins.
She delivered the twins.
Oh, okay. I know who I'll be giving you to yam. Oh, that is such a funny story.
Yeah, our yam give people twins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do you know that they said there's one town that in Yoruba land they have the most number of twins in the world.
Yes.
Do they eat a lot of yams?
They eat yam. Even water of Calabar, Medicine is the one who stopped the killing of the twins.
Yes.
They even said the science proves that Nigeria have the largest twins in the whole world.
And we have the greatest collection of yams.
Yes.
We are the greatest yam producers.
Yes. And yam, you will see people who have known nothing. One of my students come also, and she stayed for 2 or 3 months, and they have 4 babies. Just yam. They say she's 40. The woman is 42. They cannot have a baby anymore. I said, can't be eating yam.
Okay, I've learned something today. Matt, thank you so much. You've been such amazing company. I'm so thrilled, and I wish we could keep talking and talking. And I know you've been so generous with your time. Listeners, please subscribe and give us your rating, and we'll speak to you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you.